Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Center on Brain Injury Research and Training's podcast series entitled Lived Experiences with Traumatic Brain Injury. I'm your host, Melaney Grenz, and my guests today are U.S. Army retired Sergeant First Class Victor Medina and his wife, Dr. Roxana Delgado. Both Victor and Roxana are the founders of the remarkable nonprofit TBI Warrior Foundation in Boerne, Texas. Thanks for joining us today, Victor and Roxana.
Thank you so much for having us.
You two are so amazing. Oh my gosh. Where do I start? Okay, Victor, I'm going to start with you. I would like you to start by describing your journey after sustaining the brain injury. You proudly served 3 tours of duty in Iraq and Afghanistan. On June 29th, 2009, your life was forever changed. You sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury during a combat mission in Iraq. Victor, take us back to Iraq and describe that very pivotal moment in your life, just as much as you're comfortable.
Well, I gotta say thank you. I'm very happy to be here. So thank you for having us. So I gotta take you all the way back to 1994. That's when I joined our Army. So as you can see, from 04 to 09 is almost a full career. So I was a career Army. And I did 3 tours of combat, one in Afghanistan, and then two in Iraq. One of those being during the surge in Baghdad. But it's not until my third tour in June 29th of 09 when while I was on patrol, my vehicle was struck by EFP, or explosive form projectile, where I sustained, among the injuries, I sustained a moderate brain injury. And like myself, my gunner at the time, he was wounded as well. And also sustained a brain injury. So I was, throughout my life, I was very much very top performer. I was in charge of for example, ammunition for a whole brigade in the Army. I was like all my reviews were at the top level. So I was very much successful in what I did, and I loved it. I would say it was the best job I had was being a soldier. So. So it's not until that day, on 9, where that top performer, that soldier in me, he was life changing. And at the time, I lost consciousness, and I was evac to a local field hospital at the time, and then from there I went to Germany. Walter Reed, and then eventually back to Fort Bliss, Texas. So just coming from being a top performer, being very good at my job, I came to a phase where I could not do anything by myself. Meaning I could barely speak at the time. My memories of that time are very spotty. Lot of the things I say of the time is what others have told me of how I was. So yeah, it was very challenging. I went through many about 2-3 years of rehab, where I was seeing like PTOT, speech neurology, PM&R, pain management, all at the same time. It became a full-time job. To go to the doctor to do rehab. It was challenging, but yet it's an experience I've learned a lot from. Where many times we hear after brain injury of the things we cannot do. So it's very hard to get hopeful again, because the process feels pretty hopeless. Like, all right, I'm this state, and many times it's hard to see what was ahead, especially being in that situation. It was very hard to see what was ahead. Where I was going to be was I doomed that that's going to be it for me. It's not until I met in Walter Reed with a speech language pathologist. Her name was Erin Mattingly. That she told me, what do you want to do after the military? And I said, well, I want to go back to school, get a master's. I had an undergrad. I was an accountant at the time, my undergrad. Then she didn't see it was impossible. She said, so let's work towards that. So she spoke with Roxana. She got her two cents on it, and Roxana approved. And she said, "Yeah, go for it." So from that point on, she got the team kind of tailored my rehab to getting me back to school.
Amazing. So you really had to reshape your life in ways you never
Mhm.
expected
Yeah,
and just
and,
rewrite
and
parts of
mhm.
your story. Yeah.
And on the understanding as well that I had my limitations, because even though I was going through rehab, and it's hard to get that, I said the camera on me, where I'm seeing the disabilities. I learned to live with them, so I became very methodical. Thanks to Roxana at the house, she had like all this rehab didn't end at the rehab facility. She continued at home. So I was I became very methodical in the way I do things. So we went ahead, and I went to Utah, UT El Paso. I was blessed that I was accepted into the program, and my speech pathologist from what to read, she coached me. She provided support while I was starting my master's. So it kind of helped me, shape, improve my executive functioning, and
Mhm,
while
mhm.
my staying on task, completing tasks and whatnot. And it brought to my attention some shortfalls that I needed to address to be successful at it. So fast forward, I graduated thanks to all the great support I had, and here we are today.
And what
So
was your master's in? Forget.
rehabilitation counseling.
Perfect. Okay, we're going to go back to that in a minute. I'm going to go to your better half, as you refer to her, Roxana. Roxana, before Victor's injury, you had built a career of your own, and you, after this injury, had become Victor's greatest advocate and caregiver. As Victor told me earlier when we visited in Dallas last year, he said that you stepped in to fulfill the vows that you proclaimed on May 29th, 2000, your wedding day. Roxana, he describes as his better 95%. I don't know about that 5% there. I don't know. So, Roxana, can you take us through your journey now? What was your professional life before? We always talk about the injury before and after, but what was your professional life before and what is it now?
You know what? Thank you, Melanie. And again, we're very grateful to be here and being able to share our journey and our story with others because it has been 16 years. So now we look back and we feel like that was another life when all that happened. So we had like the pre-injury, the post-injury, and the post-post injury. But the reality is that back then, when everything happened, the spouses basically or the family members, they get a phone call, and that's what I received saying that Victor he was wounded. And what really happened after that is that I always say that caregiving just knock on my door, right? Unannounced and uninvited, because I still have to meet someone that wakes up in the morning and said, today I decided to be a caregiver. It really doesn't happen that way. Usually it's an accident, it's something that happens. So mine was in 2009. And I started meeting so many different caregivers and so many people across the nation that were, stepping into this role. At that time, I was a researcher. But the research that I was doing was mostly related to traumatic brain injuries, post-traumatic stress disorder, and some other things that were happening in the military community. So I worked very closely with active duty soldiers. And what this new phase in my life, or this new journey taught me is that there's always you can go through tragedies, and I tell a lot of spouses and caregivers, families, it can be anyone. Things are gonna come your life, but it is not what comes to your life, it's what you make out of it. And
Right.
meeting so many family members and friends that were stepping into this role, I saw the need to be able to understand better the impact of caregiving in their life, and especially in their health and well-being. So that really caregiving redefined my entire career. So post-injury, what I started focusing on is the impact of caregiving in the family members and friends. And what can we do as a scientific community, not only to understand better, but to create programs that can be translated into action, right? In ways that we can support caregivers so they can do what they have to do in a day-to-day basis in a better way. So that's basically what I focus today. And that's my pre and post career journey. And I tell you, it's been, and I like saying this to other family members because people tend to think about caregiving as the most disastrous, terrible thing that can happen. And it can be. It can be very painful. I went through my own ordeals and my own pain and sorrow that comes with it. But at the same time, I always say, give yourself that opportunity to look beyond and learn from it. And like Victor said, allow yourself to be redefined in a better, so to speak, like better version of yourself. And in this case, because of what happened to Victor, I've been able to work with communities and populations that I never thought I was going to be working with, which is the caregiver community. So what I do today is that kind of research, where is to better understand the health and well-being of the caregivers, also creating programs and developing systems of care that are really tailored for supporting our caregiver community.
And you're at the University of Texas.
Yes. I'm at UT Health San Antonio. I'm under the School of Nursing, and I'm also the director of the Caring for the Caregiver program, which what we're looking forward to do all the time. It's our mission is to improve the quality of life of the family caregivers and those who are caring for people, in our communities.
Amazing work, Roxana. And
Thank you.
I've heard this many times and I've repeated it. Sometimes pain isn't wasted, and you share with others, and we all can heal together.
Absolutely.
In 2014, Victor, you graduated from UTEP, but then 4 years later, in 2018, you and Roxana embarked on a brand new journey. Oh my gosh. And you began the TBI Warrior Foundation with this vision statement, paving the path to success and independence. And your nonprofit aims to support the community through three core programs. And I want our listeners to be abundantly aware of that here. So, rehabilitation and vocational counseling, access to care, and caregiver support, what Roxana was just talking about at length. And this is wonderful. And then, Victor, you mentioned to me before that you don't just serve veterans, but their families and all members of the community affected by brain injury. Talk to me a little bit. So what made you start TBI Warrior Foundation together?
Well, tell you that starting the foundation, we felt the calling to do so. We have seen and experienced and observed the need that all others had. Me, very inspired by the non-veteran community because I did rehab at some of non-military facilities, and what I came to observe was my peers I was doing rehab with, they would be there one week, the following week they're not there anymore. And whenever I inquired, it's because insurance will not approve more.
Yeah.
So I remember back when I was doing rehab, I told Roxana, if I can I ever do something, I would like to help those folks that have the potential, that need the therapies but cannot afford it. So we started TBI Warrior Foundation with just an idea. Just wanted to help the community. We started with nothing. We started with just help people in any way we could. 2018. So quickly the community came to hear about us. So now we focus on those main programs that you mentioned, Melanie. So, rehabilitation and vocational counseling. What do we do? There we make people that have had brain injuries that want to transition to school or want to transition to work. Then we assist with providing the support so they are successful at that transition. Does it mean do they need to work with like myself back in 2012, 2011, do they need to work with the speech language pathologist on executive functioning so they can stay on track, stay on task, so they can get the support they need to, to be successful at completing homework, writing papers or whatnot, or do presentations. So, or do they need assistive devices? We look at providing those, and job readiness overall. The addition, we assist with access to care, where we actually help families pay for those co-pays, help families if they need therapies. We look at, can we fund those? Everything is funding dependent. So, but we like to look if there's any therapies we can fund, then we go ahead and fund. If there's any medical device that we can fund, then we help them get those devices. What we find in this community many times, the devices are very expensive. And insurance, even those that have great health insurance, you're looking for somebody that has limited mobility and they need a wheelchair. You're probably looking at somewhere around 2,000 to 2,500 out of pocket to get that wheelchair. So it's a very expensive healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
So we look at offsetting, helping the families offset that cost of getting the help, the services and the devices that they need.
Mm-hmm.
And also we provide caregiver support. So we look at when we understand that families' life continues. Families have to go to grocery store. Families have to go to the doctor themselves, doctor appointments. So do they need support in finding respite care? Then we come in and we help with that. We don't do the direct hire for any at-home caregivers. However, if there's a resource out there that the family needs, they just let us know, and we work with the families to make sure they get what they need at the time. And we extend all our services to veterans, non-veterans, from as I always say, from birth to elders. If they need support for brain injuries, that's what we are here for. We are very grassroots, so whenever we serve someone, we strive to keep that person connected. We believe that connectedness is very important, especially after severe conditions like this. What happens? I experienced it myself, where I had friends. I knew a lot of people. All of a sudden, people dropped out of my life. I don't blame them for doing so. It is the natural thing for guilt, or for whatever reason. Our closest, they kind of distance themselves, so we find ourselves very isolated. So we strive to keep our clients connected to us, and we strive to create that communication openness. So whenever they need support, if they need mental health support, especially in the San Antonio area, we have plenty of mental health vendors that we get them connected, and the clients get the services they need at no cost to them. Yeah, and I don't know, Roxana, you want to add anything there?
Yeah, I would like to address the part of, when you think about brain injury, you see one brain injury, you see one brain injury. We know that the variability of the prognosis and the development of brain injury and the comorbidities, all that, everything that happens in that person's life is very unique to them. So we try to tailor, when we look at the person as an organization, we try to look at that person, not only the person, but their family and everyone as a unit. And we try to address the unmet needs. To do that, we have great collaboration. So that's one of our models, where we know who's doing what across the city or across the community, and then we partner with them and we fulfill some of the needs and some other organizations fulfill other needs. But I would say that in a nutshell, TBI Warrior Foundation is an organization that was founded to bring the community together, to find solutions to meet the needs with hope, love, and selfless service. We do that by increasing the education, the awareness, and also whenever we're in that opportunity to change policies, because that's one thing that Victor and I had to do over a decade ago, was changing those policies at the DoD level or Department of Defense. So that's basically what we do. And Victor explained how it was born. We always say, it was born out of, love and really wanting to serve the community. So those coming behind, they don't necessarily have to go through what we had to go through, and we can make it better for them.
Well said. Well said. Both of you, since starting your nonprofit organization, tell me, just estimate, how many people do you think you've helped in that San Antonio, Bernie area of Texas? Just give me a rough estimate.
So far, since 2018, we have served close to 7,600 to 7,900 families across the nation. We have served 42 different states. More than half have been locally in our region. We, like Victor mentioned, we're very grassroots, and sometimes because we're not a huge organization, we're small. And some people ask us, and they ask Victor all the time, how people come to you. I mean, it is because of the word of mouth. San Antonio may be the fifth largest city in the nation and third in Texas and all that. But the reality is that when people think about, and when you talk about brain injury, immediately they're like, do you know Victor Medina? Or do you know TBI Warrior Foundation? So it's beautiful to hear how parents who are caring for children with brain injury or families caring for their loved one with brain injuries, they themselves are serving as ambassadors, and they go out and they tell others about the good news of, I was helped by TBI Warrior Foundation. You may want to go check that out, or you may want to contact them. And that's the beauty of being in a city like this. It's very philanthropic minded, and it has amazing, community rallying around us.
Yeah. You also have very popular monthly support groups. And Victor, I appreciated you saying that you don't want folks to drop off and drop out and not get those services. Just come together and let's heal together. And I've had a few friends that have attended your support groups that have raved about them. So you have one specifically for veterans and then one for caregivers,
Yeah,
correct?
correct. And now we have one for parents of
Oh,
children with brain injuries. And I say again, this happen once a month, and all goes back to connectedness, keeping people connected, because not only is it healthy to stay connected, certainly healthy connections, but we not none of us we not know it all. So it's very important to connect, because what we find, especially on families, is when you ask them, do you know somebody else that has gone or is going through the same situation you are going through? Most, I would say, close to 100% of the times, it's like the answer is no.
yeah.
So families are going through this through brain injuries. They are very isolated.
Right.
And one of them described how she felt to us, and she said that she felt like an island in the middle of the ocean, because she felt alone. But then no, there's a community out there, and that's what we strive to make, that community, make those connections. And it's beautiful to see how that peer-to-peer dynamics occur. So the community of peers, they rally around when somebody's need to wanting to give advice, wanting to share about resource that they know that help, and whatnot. So yeah, very important to conduct these groups. It's really what we find, that families through the quality of life assessment, is parents are scoring very low on the mental health areas. So certainly, what can we do aside from providing, offering counseling, is offering a community that they can get connected to.
Well said.
So
You also lead and produce very impactful webinars. Most recently, one that you hosted last week was called Thinking, Thriving, and Well-Being, which resonated deeply with audiences absolutely seeking insight and inspiration. So I'm going to start with Roxana, and I'm going to ask you the same question. What words of hope or strength would you offer to fellow veterans and their families whose lives have been suddenly turned upside down and altered by a brain injury? Just give me one nugget that you could impart to that family, Roxana.
So, you know what? Usually with family members, isolation is the number one concern. And it's one of those things that people don't think about isolation and they don't think about the sorrow that comes with it. And when families are feeling like that, I always say try to find your peers, right? Your group, the people who that can understand what you're going through, but try not to isolate yourself. And the other thing that happens very much with the family members is that they are so immersed into the role of caregiving that they forget who they are.
Yes.
And I always tell caregivers, even in the midst of, being so busy and being so challenged by so many different barriers and things that are happening in your life, try not to lose yourself. Always try to think of who you are. What are your goals? Where are you going? And it may be that there's a life detour. I suffer a life detour, but it is okay to pause and regroup and continue to walk in a healthy way. So care for yourself, care for who you are, and you'll be more prepared and you're going to be stronger to care for the person you love.
Well said. Victor, what nugget of wisdom can you impart to our listeners?
Well, I would say for those that are going like myself, have gone through a brain injury or are going through brain injury, I would say do not discouraged. It always better over time. I hate when many times we get the term, "Oh, you plateau." Well,
Oh,
there is not no such thing as plateau because even some days I surprise myself. Oh, I'm not because just keep in mind I live with disabilities.
mhm.
It's not like disabilities went away. I live with them. I learned to overcome come them and to bypass whatever impact they have in my life, so I cannot adapt in my own life to it. So don't get discouraged. Dream like like you used to dream before. Just make sure always look through the lens of is what you're wanting to do. Is it really realistic? Is it achievable? And if it is, set your heart to it, set your mind to it, and seek for the supports to help you get there.
Mhm.
There's nothing wrong with reaching out to others to ask for help. Nothing wrong about it. There's no judgment. You reach out to us. We're not going to judge you. We are here. That's what we exist for. So reach out to others because with the right supports, you will fulfill your dreams. It was my experience, and I'm sure it is it's going to be the experience of most people out there. But very important, with the right support. So don't strive to do things by yourself. Look for the supports to help you make your dreams a reality.
Well said. Well
And
said.
Victor, if I may add, because behind you, there's a slogan of a saying you said in 2010 when someone asked you. And at that time in 2010, Victor was still, there was hope, but there was no real prognosis of him getting better. And someone asked him, Victor, what does it feel to have a brain injury and being in that moment, a wounded warrior? And he said, it is heading towards a bright future. And these women, they got together and they did the quilt that is right behind Victor. And I think that there's no better example that 16 years later, Victor, we get to see you fulfill the dreams you had 16 years ago. And for me, it makes me incredibly proud of what you have achieved and how together we have really teamed up to make it work. So that's what we wish to every family, to every person that sustained a brain injury. Find those who rally around you, those who love you, and
Yes.
don't shut your doors and allow them to help you, just like Victor allowed me to help him.
And I would add, I'm a man of faith.
Hmm.
So I would add God provided the right supports in my life. God allowed me to become an accountant. God allowed me for me to become a vocational counselor. And God allowed me to go through trauma. So today I'm equipped to serve. When you look at it, what a perfect combination of skills and experiences, because it shapes what we do today through the foundation.
Hmm. Well
So
said.
so
Well said. We want to remind our listeners that you can learn more and contribute to this amazing nonprofit organization, TBI Warrior Foundation, at tbiwarriorfoundation.org. Victor and Roxana, what events are coming up with TBI Warrior Foundation in the very near future? I know you have several.
well, we have a few webinars on schedule. So I would encourage people to get connected so they stay in the know.
Mhm.
Sign up to our newsletter, and then we have our monthly support groups are coming up towards the middle of the month. And we have our largest event of the year, which is Honor the Brave around Veterans Day. That's coming up in November 8th this year at Top Golf San Antonio.
Okay.
Very fun event. Really, last year we had 350 people there. So it's just amazing. I encourage people get connected, stay in the know, so you don't miss out. And many times, most times, we bring good food out. I think food keeps people happy. Get connected, and come join us.
Thank you. All right, both of you, thank you for sharing your journey with us today. It was very heartfelt and honest and offered a powerful glimpse into both the triumphs and the challenges. And I know your message of hope will deeply resonate with our listeners. On behalf of on the Center on Brain Injury Research and Training, it's been a true honor to share your story. And we all wish you the very best of everything and continued success in the next chapters of your lives. And I am confident that our paths will continue to cross again. Thanks very much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And thank you for the opportunity. We love working with you.
Thank you for everything you do, and Siebert, and God bless y'all.